Trophy Award Show. And for a quick preview, we head to Jim Lampley at the Downtown Athletic Club. Oh, James.
Oh, Bob, thank you very much. I am at the Downtown Athletic Club, where later today, your man, O.J. Simpson, and I will be bringing you the news on which American male has become the 57th winner of the trophy symbolic of being the outstanding player in college football, the Heisman Trophy. And there are the three primary candidates who joined us today down here at the DAC. On the left, Garrison Hurst, the junior running back out of Georgia. In the middle, the quarterback from the University of Miami, senior Gino Torretta. And on the right, the man who dominated early season speculation, sophomore running back Marshall Faulk of San Diego State. Here with me, 1968 Heisman Award winner O.J. Simpson. O.J., the outstanding player in college football, an increasingly tough criterion to follow, I think.
That's right. You try to think about who's the most valuable player, who's the best player, who's most valuable to his team. Then there's two other things you got to think about: consistency and the record of the team. And I think because of those last 2 points, Torretta becomes a favorite this year.
Indeed. His team's performance gives Torretta the inside track. But we'll talk to all three of those primary candidates, tell you who the winner is, then talk to him and his family later today after the game from here at the Downtown Athletic Club. Bob?
Jim and Juice, we'll look forward to it. Let's...
This is the Domino's Pizza NFL Live Halftime Report, brought to you by Domino's. Nobody knows like Domino's how you like pizza at home.
And we welcome Gail Gardner in tomorrow on NBC. The game most of you will see has the Steelers visiting the Bears at Soldier Field. Now, Pittsburgh is a game ahead of Buffalo, as you know, in the battle for home field advantage in the AFC. And at the beginning of the year, that statement would have qualified as unlikely.
Unlikely, I think most people would have said virtually impossible. But when Pittsburgh native Bill Cowher took over for the legendary Chuck Noll this season, he promised the city that he would bring the pride and tradition so long associated with the Steelers back to the forefront. Well, it sounded good back in January, but no one truly believed it would come to fruition. Well, guess what? At 10-3, already in the playoffs, Bill Cowher has proven to be a man of his word.
You know, we like it hard. You know, make it hard, and then, you know, we'll face the challenge.
I think you have a very stubborn team. You have a very persistent team that won't give up.
This team is a lot like a bulldog. You know, once you got a grip, they just don't want to let go.
Tenacious, relentless, dedicated, and committed, the men of steel have dusted off their armor, and under the enthusiasm of their 35-year-old head coach, once again typify the work ethic of the people of Pittsburgh.
We're not flashy and we're not fancy. You know, we go out there on Sundays and we play the game of football, you know, very direct. We play the game with a great passion, and it may typify the way the people go about business in Pittsburgh.
I think, you know, the fans, when they come down to Three Rivers, they expect, you know, you to come out there. They expect to see quarterbacks get smashed. They expect to see receivers get smashed on the other side of the ball. They want to see, you know, our receivers running by people. They want to see, you know, our running backs, you know, Barry, they want to see him, you know, bowling people over.
Well, I'm a steamroller, babe. I'm bound to roll all over you.
I respect the most that they play the game the old-fashioned way. They run it down your throat. You know, they make you stop the run. If you can't stop the run, they'll run it on you all day. Everybody's going to play a part in that offense, and that's what they do so well. So what they do is they ask everybody to load up their lunch bucket and come to work, and then they work.
Perhaps nothing typifies the Steelers' season more than last week's win over Seattle. Despite numerous turnovers, the loss of quarterback Neil O'Donnell with a broken leg, and trailing 14-10, they still managed to win with time winding down.
This past game was I think was the most scariest point for anybody on the team. Coming out on that last 5 to 7 minutes of the game, that we still had an opportunity to win.
We knew that we still had a chance to win, and our players just, you know, everything started to go right, just as it has all year long in the fourth quarter.
They give to Foster, running to the left, drives to the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown.
Right now, we're playing really good team football, very aggressively. We're starting to really believe in ourselves. We're playing with a sense of purpose and a sense of confidence.
I heard Jack Lambert one time say, if he had to do it all over again, that he wouldn't even play unless he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's just something like that that makes you have chills and stuff. And when you run out of the tunnel in this stadium, that's the way football is meant to be played. It's just hard-working bunch of guys who come together and will not be denied, do whatever it takes to get the job done. And I think that's the heart and soul of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Interesting comments by the players. What general sense did you get from them about why things have turned around?
They view Bill Cowher as a very smart, enthusiastic older brother. He is a pal to them. He doesn't criticize them. He would never yell in front of other players. He would never yell a player in front of other players. And basically, I think the most important thing is that he has taught them very hard about sticking in there for 60 minutes. And that's why they've been able to pull these games out in the last few seconds, a number 5 times this season. And that's a pretty good percentage.
Okay, Gail, thanks a lot. Now we'll send it back to Dick Enberg and Bob Trumpy after these messages.